Voice Your Vote here on KSFY News at 10 o'clock. The weather cooperated for voters up in Redfield at the polls today to decide the fate of a $23 million school bond. And it looks like voters decided building a new school is in their best interest. An unofficial vote shows the totals projecting being approved with 61.5% of the vote. It got 787 yes votes, 19 more than the 768 needed for approval. The district hopes to begin construction by January of 2017. Ted Cruz was the bigger winner at the Iowa caucuses last night, but today Ben Carson's campaign is saying that Cruz spread false information to try and get an upper hand in the Iowa caucuses. KSFY's Brian Allen has new information tonight in Des Moines, Iowa.
Carson campaign staffers here in Iowa are in the process of filing a complaint with the State Ethics Commission over what it says Ted Cruz supporters did on Monday night at caucus precincts statewide. State Senator Rob Taylor is the co-chair of Ben Carson's presidential campaign in Iowa and says the problem began with a memo sent to Ted Cruz caucus leaders statewide that said this.
It looks as though that Dr. Carson had suspended his campaign and was going to withdraw from the race.
Many of those caucus leaders then repeated the memo during the actual caucus, which Taylor says eroded support for Carson and gave Cruz a boost.
I have reached out to the Iowa Campaign Ethics and Disclosure Board to let them know what happened last night.
Late last night, a Cruz spokeswoman called the allegation absurd. But today, Cruz himself issued an apology to Carson, saying a mistake within his campaign led his staff to spread wrong information. Rob Taylor wonders if it was a mistake, why no one from the Cruz camp would contact the Carson campaign to make sure. He points to a tweet from Iowa Congressman Steve King, a national co-chair of Cruz's campaign, which said, quote, "Carson looks like he is out. Iowans need to know before they vote. Most will go to Cruz, I hope."
That Congressman King is the national chair of the Ted Cruz campaign, and I have challenged him to just an apology. At minimum, I think that I deserve, Dr. Carson deserves, and the people of Iowa deserve an apology.
And we're told that because of that one tweet, a possible ethics complaint could be in the works involving Steve King and the effect that tweet might have had on the caucusing process. Reporting in Des Moines, Brian Allen, KSFY News.